Okay, today we're going to make Christmas wreaths. Okay, first thing we did was we got ourselves some hangers. They still have wire hangers at Walmart. You can get 10 of them for under $2. Then you just shape them into a nice round circle. Okay, and that's how we start our wreath. We also go in the flower department and we buy some of our wire. And the wire is really a good gauge, and it's really super strong. And I like buying it this way instead of the roll because it grips around your hand like this. So it makes it easy to just go around making your wreath. Okay, so I like things easier, more convenient, you know, and you just go around like that instead of the round rolls. I know, I think maybe it's the flatness of both sides that make it special or whatever. Works out good for me. Okay, now when you're making your wreath, you just collect your fir boughs from the woods. If you live in the city and stuff, but you know somebody who lives in the country, go ahead and ask permission first. You don't just go on someone's property. You ask permission, and of course, repay them with the kindness of making an extra one for them, especially if they're an elderly couple. Okay, so what we're going to do first to make our wreath is you need one underneath and then two on top. Now don't pile them all right on top of each other because it's just not going to work. And you don't want them to point towards the center because you still need your round hole in the middle. So you're going to want to go like that and then put it like that. You know, the underneath like that, and then one like this and one like that. Okay. And this is how we're going to start it out. I picked mine, and I've got a lot of pine needles in mine. So you start with your wire. First you want to just go around and get as close to the hook as you can. And then you just twist it. Okay, now we move it right up to, the hook. And then you just go around. Now be sure that when you do this, you tug. You have to tug. Okay, and tug nice and tight. Okay, now we're not trying to put all of it, and we just leave this because it'll come in and close in afterwards. Here's a double one. This is going to work out perfect on top. You just go like that, and then there's kind of like two to go right on top. And after that, just make sure you put your underneath. Now the reason for putting the underneath one is so that the white doesn't show of your hanger. White is the only color they had in the store. I've used blue before. It really doesn't matter because if you make your wreath right, it's not going to show anyhow. So give a few good, really good tugs. Don't have to worry about the wire breaking. It's not breaking. It's not going anywhere. Okay. Put another underneath. Always put your underneath and kind of point it so it comes out so that you end up with a nice bush. Okay, put my one straight and the other one out. This is a long one. I'll pull in the other two later, so I'm just concentrating on this top one. Okay, and just put it right like that. See how beautiful that is? Look at that. Okay, now the reason this is my center, and I'm holding on both sides. Okay, and then I just place it all around, and there I go. Now, tug. Don't be afraid to tug. Here we go. Don't be afraid to tug. Here we go. And another one underneath. Okay, then we want one to go like this. We're going a little bit lighter now because we still have our big branches. We don't want to overdo it. Okay, there's another one right there. Now this is really good to do as a fundraiser if you're a part of a group because, you know, if you get somebody, everyone likes to help. So country folks, of course, love to help any organization raise some funds. And usually you do this right after Thanksgiving, so you can pass your wreaths out right the weekend after Thanksgiving, because that's about when everybody's looking to put something like that up. Okay, and a lot of people will just sell it with a bow, and that's it. And you can get your bows, I mean, you know, bows are like $1, but you can also get them after the holiday season if you know you're going to do this on a yearly basis. Or as an organization, you can always try to get it for free. Collect all the leftovers from this year, you know, places like Walmart or whatever. Any of the stores in your area. Okay, always remember you're underneath one, and you know the purpose for that, right? Purpose for that is that you don't want to see your wire. Oh, pine needles here. You don't want to see your wire, because if you hang it on a glass door, you know, when people are inside, they're going to see the other side. And it's not pretty to see a white coat hanger, you know, so you want to make sure. Got a little bit of a dry throat this morning, part of getting old. So you want to make sure, always put your underneath one, and make it so it kind of like comes out, because that's the way you like it. All right. So organizations can sell them for like $10 a piece easy, with just a bow on. When I make it for family and friends, which I'll show you what I've made a little bit later, a lot of people will use that fake snow and spray it on, and that's really okay if you don't have small children. But if you have small children, they like to touch. Everything's touch. So you might want to consider that before putting any spray snow, because you know, as soon as they touch, you know where their hands go, right to their mouth. So you don't really want that. And they make all kinds of pretty bows now. They make bows with candy canes. They make bows with gingerbread cookies. Oh, they make all kinds of beautiful bows. You know, and you can have the plain one and with all the glitter and everything too. So decorate it according to your family. You know, if you have little ones, well, I always put a bell. Love the bell, because if you have it hanging on the door, it rings, and the kids, oh, they find it so special. And of course, they might open the door too many times, maybe more than what you care for them to open. But I'd like to find a small one here. There we go. Yep, so a bell is always something I like to put. And of course, you know, put a little, they have these little, you know, in the dollar section and stuff, they have little gift boxes, and those are good size. Any of the really small ornaments that you have, that you would hang around the tree or whatever, I mean, you can use them. Even taking beads and making, using red and white beads and stringing those right up, or using those pipe cleaners and everything to put the beads through, you know, and then make like candy canes and whatever. I mean, that's not only good for decorating for a wreath, but it's also good for decorating the tree, because when you have a lot of little ones, you have to have the non-breakable, even if you have cats, because they really like the tree too. They really like the tree. But Christmas is for them too. Here, always make sure you have your underneath one. Now, almost done on this one. But any group this would make a really good fundraiser. We've done it before for 6th grade class trips and made plenty of them. And that's really a big thing that schools really like to do, is the wreaths. And it's always done the weekend after Thanksgiving, because the 1st of December is when they want to get them out to the people who purchased and ordered them. Yeah, almost done this one. Now I've made one not only for myself, made one for my daughter. And you know, during the holiday season, if you have an elderly couple or an elderly lady living alone, or even gentlemen living alone, try to remember them. So, you know, it doesn't hurt to make an extra one. A good thing also to do is, you know, Christmas, there's a lot of Christmas parties going on, and sometimes you don't get to go to all the parties that you're invited to. So a good thing to do is, especially if there's parties, you know, with work, and then parties with family, and maybe you're not going to be able to make all the family ones, then have a day where you just all get together, family members, and make your wreaths together. You know, here's how you make it. You know, you just take it, tug, tug, tug hard. Don't worry about it. And you have this, it just rolls, and that's what's good about flat, is because you roll it as you need it. When it's round, it kind of can get away from you and everything, just going around. But, I mean, look at this. Here's the beginning here. Doopy-doop, right here. And I've already got this much done, just while doing this video. So it really doesn't take long, but it'd be a nice thing to build family ties and to do this during the holiday season with family members and everything. And that way you're still spending some time with them, but not, you know, when it's time for all the Christmas parties, because, you know, you kind of want to go to the ones that are not related. You know, you want to try to spread yourself out. I mean, nobody wants to be all stressed out. Oh my God, I hurt this one's feelings or that feeling. Here you go. Get together and set up for, you know, make your own Italians or whatever afterwards. You know, I've done that before. Or I've invited all the my sisters and their kids and nieces and nephews, and we've made a bunch of kids' crafts and everything during the day, and then lunchtime was either make your own pizza, because that was a craft, or make your own Italians. So, you know, there's a lot of family things you can do, and these kids are going to remember this when they grow up, hopefully continue the tradition, you know, with their siblings, you know, and they're also learning a craft they're going to remember. So, you know, it just keeps everything going. So, because Christmas is really about sharing and enjoying the holidays. All right. So, this is where I'm at. I'm almost all done. Just while talking to you on the computer. I mean, on the computer. This will be on the computer. Oh, silly me. Old age, a senior moment. Okay, that's what we call it. But if you notice, you know, there's no white of the hanger and stuff, and here we are. Okay, and don't worry, I have a whole barrel here full of some more. So I got plenty to keep myself going. But I want to show you. Now, this is the one that I've made for mine. This is the adult one for my house, because it's just me and an 18-year-old son living at home now. And that's it. Okay. And then this one here, I have a daughter who can't touch the fir boughs because she just breaks out really bad. But she has a little one, little baby Kara. So Kara, of course, will get the gingerbreads and the candy cane. We added a little snowman on a sleigh. And these are the beads I told you about. You know, you can just take beads and make them using a pipe cleaner. The little packages. Always add a bell. Gotta have that bell. And a little Santa. Okay, not a whole lot to overdo, but enough, you know, Might make them open and shut the door too much. But I want to wish you all happy holidays. Okay, do make some family memories because this year only comes around once. Okay? Bye-bye now.